أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Understand Al Quran the Easy Way, Course 5, page 7.8. Today we will study the Surah Al Baqarah, verse 113. We saw the first juice has four parts. The first part we have the quarter we studied in QC2, the second in QC3, 4 in QC4, third, and the fourth quarter we are studying in QC4, inshallah, 5. We will complete this in this QC5. The 5 pages of the fourth quarter are page 16 up to 20. We will keep them on the left hand. The page 16 on the little finger and the page 20 on the thumb of the left hand. Let's to devise the page 16 page pointers. Abrogation, don't question, wish of the people of book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. Abrogation, don't question, wish of the people of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. Let's have the short pointers. Abrogation, question, wish, paradise. Abrogation, question, wish, paradise. Let's go for the 17th page pointers. The first pointer is Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The second pointer is the injustice block mosque. The third pointer is Christians made a son for Allah. And the fourth pointer is ignorance say Allah should talk to them. Let's place the pointers on the fingers. The first pointer is Jews and Christians fight among themselves. Second, the injustice block mosque. Third, Christians made a son for Allah. Fourth, ignorant say Allah talk to them. Once more, Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice block mosque. Christians made a son for Allah. Fourth, ignorant say Allah talk to them. In short or brief, the pointers are Jews and Christian, the injustice, Christian, ignorant. Jews and Christian, injustice, Christians, ignorant. Let's go for the first pointer. Today we will study Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The relation with the previous verses is, earlier Allah mentioned the claim of Jews and Christians that they alone will enter Jannah. Now he shows the divisions among themselves. So these are the ayah, this is the ayah of today and the translation. If some kindly recite. Okay, let me do it for you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقالت اليهود ليست النصارى على شيء قالت النصارى ليست اليهود على شيء وهم يتلون الكتاب كذلك قال الذين لا يعلمون مثل قولهم فالله يحكم بينهم يوم القيامة فيما كانوا فيه يختلفون. And the Jews says, the Christians have nothing true to stand upon. And the Christians say, the Jews have nothing true to stand upon. Although they both recite the book, thus say those who do not know the book making similar statements, Allah will judge between them on the day of the resurrections in all those matters over which they were differing between themselves. Let's to see the words Wa is a harf, ala is a harf, wa is a harf, ala is a harf, wa again is a harf, ka is a harf, la is a harf, fa is a harf, fi is a harf, fi is a harf. They all are the haruf, mean the letter, the particle. Let's to see the verb or the fail. Kalati, laisati, kalati, laisati, again repeated. Yatluna, kala, ya'lamuna, yahkumu, kanu, yakhtalifun. They all are verb, mean afal. Let's to see the noun, mean the ism. Al-Yahudu, this alif lam telling it's is. An-Nasara, alif lam. Shain, this tanween ten. Nasara, Yahud, again Shain repeated. Hum is a zamir ism. Al-Kitabu, alif lam telling it's an ism. Zalika, Zalika is a pointing ism, mean ismi ishara. Allazina ismi mas'ula. Misl is always an ism. Qawl is again a ism. Allah ismi jalala. Baina is a ism. Yom is a ism. Al-Qiyama, alif lam telling is an ism and is a feminine, as a singular and is a proper noun. So let's to go for the lessons from this side. Jews and Christians mock each by saying, you have nothing authenticated with you. Looking at deviations in Jews and Christians, even ignorant people think and say that they are better than the Jews and the Christians. Allah will decide in the hereafter who was correct. We should worry about our actions rather than looking at others' faults. Look, the new words in each line 1010 mean they are not more than one in each line. Let's do have the word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa and kalati. Kalati, she said. Al-Yahudu, mean the Jews. Laisati, they are not. An-Nasara, mean the Christians. Ala shayn, on anything. Wa and kalati, and said. An-Nasara, the Jews. Laisati, or not. Al-Yahud, Jews. Ala shayn, on anything. Wahum, and they all. Yatluna, they recite. Al-Kitaba, the book. Kazalika, like that. Qala allazina, said those. La ya'lamuna, not knowing. Miss example or similar him of their saying. Here look, the al-Yahud is a. So we were talking about the translation of that. Al-Yahud is a what? It is a masculine plural, but it is a Jama Mukassir. Jama Mukassir means it has broken the rule of plural. So as a punishment, they will have a verb feminine and singular. That is a rule. When the Jama Mukassir comes, we use the verb singular and opponent of that. If it is feminine, just like Nisa. Nisa is a plural of the feminine, and it is a broken plural, mean the mukassir. So we will use kala. That is singular and opposite of the feminine. Same way, al-Yahud, al-Nasara, they are the masculine plural, but they are the Jamma mukassir, mean taksir. So we will use the word feminine singular. So look, kalati is a feminine singular. Laisati against is a feminine singular verb. The new words in this is laisat. Let to have a phrase for it. Laisatin nasara ala shay. Laisatin nasara ala shay. And let's go for the explanation. In previous verses, Allah quoted their claim against Muslims, and only a Jews or a Christian will enter in Jannah. They are united in this claim against Muslims. But when it comes to the relations between themselves, they accuse each other of not having any base. It means that their stand against Islam is not based on the sincerity. Jews have the books in which the Isa alayhi Islam's arrival is mentioned, and yet they did not believe in Isa alayhi Islam. Christians distorted the faith to the extent that they made Isa alayhi Islam as a son of the God. They do this while they recite the book. The both read the books relieved from Allah. However, they are focused not on themselves and their salvation, but rather focused on the pointing fingers at others. Looking at the distorted faith and the actions of these people, even the polytheists who did not have the book labeled both Jews and Christians as having no base. Alif. Now it's your turn. If somebody kindly recite this ayah with the translation. Okay, let me do it for you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wakalatil Yahud. Okay, sister. Okay, brother Sidhu, go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وقالت اليهود, and the Jews said, ليست النصارى, the Christians are not, على شيء, on anything. وقالت النصارى, and the Christians said, ليست اليهود, the Jews are not, على شيء, on anything. وهم يتلون الكتاب, although they recite the book. Kazalika, like that. Qala, said. Allazina, those who la ya'lamuna, do not know. Misla kaulihim, similar to their saying.
Jazakallah, brother. Let's go the remaining part of the ayah. Bismillah. Allah. So Allah, yahkamu, judge, bainahum, between them, yawm, on the day, al-qiyamah, of resurrection, fima, inward, kanu, they were fihi, in it, yakhtalifun, differing. So new word is yahkamu. So we will have the phrase, Fallahu yahkamu, Fallahu yahkum. So let's go for the explanation of the part. They are so busy judging others that they forget that they are going to be judged one day. Within Muslims, we have groups accusing each other, and all of them said, read Al-Quran. Those accusations among us make even those without book laughing at Muslims. They mock at us. Instead of checking who is wrong or start calling names, we should focus on saving ourselves first and then work on the propagating the right concept of Islam and actions to others. Imagine and feel a student in an exam hall who is spending all his time checking to see who is not answering the exam paper, feel his loss. Alif. Please, somebody should recite it. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, brother Shiddukur Rahman.
Yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wallahu yahkumu bainahum yawm al-qiyamati fima kanu fihi yakhtalifun. So Allah will judge between them on the day of resurrection in what they were in it differing.
Jazakallah, brother. Let's go for the lesson, dua and plan. Lesson learned from this ayah, Jews and Christians mock each other by saying, you have nothing authenticated with you. Looking at deviations in Jews and Christians, even ignorant people think and say that they are better than the Jews and the Christians. Allah will decide in the hereafter who was correct. We should worry about our actions rather than looking at others' faults. Let's to pray, oh Allah, help us bind the Ummah with the book. Help us focus on the improving ourselves and evaluate yourself and make a plan. Inshallah, I will focus on improving myself. Let's to see the Asma and Afal. Shay is a wahid, Ashya is a plural. Kitab is a wahid, Kutub is the plural. Call is a wahid, Aqwal is the Jamma mean plural. Let's to see the three letter sound verbs on the pattern of Fataha, Nasara, Daraba. Alima, Ya'lamu, Ilam, Alim, Ma'lum, Ilam. And Lam, Mim is the root letter and Babi Samya. How we come to know Babi Samya? Because in the Madi, the central letter is Lam have Kasra. The same Lam have a Fatah in Mudar. So there are 6 parts. If there is Fatah in Mazi and Fatah in Mudare on the central letter, then Bab is Fatah. If there is Kasra on the central letter in Mahdi and Kasra in Mudare, the Bab is Hasiba. If there is Fatah on the central letter in Mahdi and Dhamma, and the Dhamma in the Mudare on the central letter, Bab is Karuma. If there is Fatah in the Mazi on the central letter and Dhamma on the Mudare, Bab is Nasara. If there is Fatah on the Mazi in the central letter, but there is Kasra in the Mudare, Bab is Daraba. If there is Kasra in the Mazi in the central and Fatah in the Mudare, the Bab is Samir. Look here, we have Kasra in the central letter in Madi and Fatah in the Mudare, so Bab is Samir. The next is Hakama, Yahkamu, Ohkam, Hakim, Mahkum, Hukam. Look, the central letter is Kaf. It is having Fatah in Mazi, but Dhamma in the Mudari. So Bab is Nas. So this is a table of Alima. If kindly somebody should recite this table. Okay, brother Sidhu. Yes.
Alima, he knew. Alimu, they knew. Alimta, you knew. Alimtu, I knew. Alimtum, you knew. Alimna, we knew. Alimat, she knew. Ya'alamu, he knows. Ya'alamuna, they know. Ta'alamu, you know. A'alamu, I know. Ta'alamuna, you all know. Na'alamu, we know. Ta'alamu, she knows. Ilam, no. Ilamu, no, you all. La ta'alam, don't know. La ta'alamu, you all don't know. Alimun, scholar. Ma'lumun, the one to be known. Ilmun, to know. 6 keys. Alima, ya'alamu, ilam, alim, ma'alum, ilm. Root letters. Ain, lam, mim. Bab, samia.
Jazakallah, brother. The next is Hakuma. Hakuma, Hakamu, Hakumta, Hakumtu, Hakumtum, Hakumna, Hakamat. Yahkamu, Yahkamuna, Tahkamu, Ahkamu, Tahkamuna, Nahkamu, Tahkamu. Ohkum, Ohkamu, La Tahkum, La Tahkamu, Hakimun, Dash, Hukmun, Hikmatun. This is Bab Karuma. The Bab Karuma is when there is Dhamma in the Mazi and Fatah in the Mazi, that is Bab is Karuma. And from Bab Karuma, no maful comes. There is no maful for Bab Karuma. Then actually it was Hakama, Hakamu, Hakamta, Hakamtu, Hakamtum, Hakamna, Hakama. Let's to keep in front this. Yahkamu, Yahkamuna, Tahkamu, Ahkamu, Tahkamuna, Nahkamu, Tahkamu. Ohkam, Ohkamu, La Tahkam, La Tahkamu, Hakimun, Mahkumun, Hukum. That was on the Bab of Nasara. Hakama, Yahkam. This is Hakuma, Yahkam. It's by mistake the table has been come of the Bab Karuma. So you can judge the difference. When the central letters have a Dhamma in Mazi and in Mudare, Bab is Karim. But when it has a Fatah in the Mazi and Dhamma in Mudare, Bab is Nasar. The word which we had let to show you. The word which we had with us was actually hakama. Hakama, yahkamu, bab nasab. The table unfortunately has come off hakuma. It's a mistake. And let's to have the weak one. Kala yakulu kul kail maqaul qaul. Kala, look, there is alif. It always come either waw or ya. Look, the mudare there is yakulu waw. So it means root letter is ka waw lam. We got the root letter L from the mudare. So bab is kala, that is nasara. The next one is tala. Tala yatlu utlu. Alin matluun tilawa. Tala. Again, ta, lam, and waw is the root letter. Alif has come in place of waw. And bab is da, that is daraba. So kala. Yes, somebody if revise the kala table. Okay. Kala, he said. Kalu, they said. Kulta, you said. Kultu, I said. Kultum, you all said. Kulna, we said. Kalat, she said. Yakulu, he says. Yakuluna, they say. Takulu, you say. Akulu, I say. Takuluna, you all say. Nakulu, we say. Takulu, she says. Kul, say. Kulu, say you are. Latukul, don't say. La takulu, don't say you are. Kailun, the one who says. Maqalun, that what is been said. Qaulun, to say. 6 keys are Kala, Yakulu, Qul, Kailun, Maqalun, Qaulun. And the root letter is Ka, Waw, La. And the Bab is Nasa. The next one is Tala. Tala, he recited. Talau, they recited. Talauta, you recited. Talautu, I recited. Talautum, you all recited. Talauna, we recited. Talat, she recited. Yatlu, he recites. Yatluna, they recite. Tatlu, you recite. Atlu, I recite. Tatluna, you all recite. Natlu, we recite. Tatlu, she recite. Utlu, recite. Utlu, recite you all. La tatlu, don't recite. La tatlu, don't recite you all. Talin, the reciter. Matlun, that to be recited. Tilawatun, to recite. The 6 keys are Talla, Yatlu, Utlu, Talin, Matlun, Tilaw. And the root letter is Ta, Lam, Waw. And the Bab is Nasr. Let's to see the Mazid fi Afal on the pattern of Allama, Hasaba, Aslama. Ikhtalafa, yakhtalifu, ikhtalif, mukhtalif, mukhtalaf, ikhtilaf. 6-letter word. So Halif, the Hamza and Ta are extra. So Bab is ikhtalafa. Itself, ikhtalafa is the pattern and Bab is iftiyalun. So this is the table if somebody want to recite. Okay. Ikhtalafa, he differed. Ikhtalafu, they differ. Ikhtalafta, you differ. Ikhtalaftu, I differ. Ikhtalaftum, you all differ. Ikhtalafna, we differ. Ikhtalafat, she differed. Yakhtalifu, he differs. Yakhtalifuna, they differ. Takhtalifu, you differ. Akhtalifu, I differ. Takhtalifuna, you all differ. Nakhtalifu, we differ. Takhtalifu, she differ. Ikhtalif, differ. Ikhtalifu, differ you are. La takhtalif, don't differ. La takhtalifu, don't differ you are. Mukhtalifun, one who differs. Mukhtalafun, that to be differed. Ikhtalafun, to differ. Ikhtalafa, yaktalifu, ikhtalif, mukhtalif, mukhtalaf, ikhtalaf. The root letter is Ha, Lam, Fa. And the Bab is Iftiyal. So let's go for the grammar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Understand Al-Quran, course 5, page 17, pointer A, grammar. You all are welcome in this class. We today will start the first pair, that is preposition and addition of a noun, jar and majroor. Let's to see what it is. In grammar, we know there are 2 portions. One is called sarf, other is noun. What is sarf? Sarf actually is the grammar which deals with the haruf particles, root letters, and from them making the words. Just like fa and lam, you make fa'il, maf'ul, fa'altum, yafaluna, ifal, fa'al, fil. Means you make tables. The making tables from the letters, the root letters, is called sarf. What is naf? The words which have been made in the sarf, when they join, they make the sentences. Either directly or at times they make some pairs. And these pairs then later on is used in the sentences. So making sentences, study of sentences is called the nahw in grammar. We have learned so far 4 types of sentences. One was jumla ismiya. What is jumla ismiya? Just Allahu ghafurun. Allah is forgiving. It is jumla ismiya because it is starting with the ism. That is Allah is a proper noun. Ghafurun is a nakra. So when a sentence start with the proper noun and have a followed by a nakra, that is called the jumla ismi. The second type of the sentence which we studied was inna. With inna, we say inna Allah ghafurun. Inna Allah. Indeed, Allah is forgiving. Here the inna is starting a sentence. And Allah is a ismu inna and ghafurun is a khabru inna. So the ismu inna is always in mansub, mean in fatah. And the khabar is in raf. Nakra is the common noun and marfa is the proper noun. We have studied in QC1. When we attach alif lam with something, it becomes proper noun, mean marfa. And if it is without alif lam, then it is nakra, mean common noun. In Arabic, it is called nakra marfa. In English, we say proper noun and the common noun. So Allah is a proper noun and the mean it is a marfa and the ghafur is a nakra because it's a common noun. Let's to have inna. When inna come, it make the noun coming its noun. It is called ismo inna, the noun of inna. And the second noun or the ism is called khabru inna, mean it's the news of inna. So and the sentence is called inna sentence or jumla inna. It is called jumla inna, mean with inna. This is the second type. The third was kana. We had the sentence with kana. We say kana Allahu ghafura. Here the Allah is ismo kana and ghafura is khabru inna. Kana ismo is always raf, but the khabar is always mansub, mean it have fatah. So kana Allahu ghafura. We have studied. The fourth type of sentence we studied is jumla fi'liya. Jumla fi'liya is such a sentence which start with the fi'l, mean the verb. Just like khalaqallahu al-arda. Allah has created that. So this Allah is here raf and ard is khal, mean this is mansub. So khalaqallahu illa. So there are 4 types of sentences. One is called jumla ismiya, mean the nominal sentence. Other is called jumla inna, with inna sentence. Third one is called jumla kana, mean this kana with sentence. And fourth is called jumla fi'liya, mean the verbal sentence. So nominal sentence, the inna sentence, kana sentence, and the verbal sentence. We have 4 types of sentences we studied in QC 4 in last lessons. Here we will study 4 pairs. The first pair have a jar majroor. Jar mean harf jar. Harf jar, what are bi, li, min, fi, inna in QC1 you studied, they are called harf jara. So harf jar when come and followed by an ism meaning noun, this noun is always in the form of kasra, jar, al majroor. Remember, ism have three forms. Raf mean dhamma, nas mean fatah, jar mean kasra. So whenever the harf jar come with some ism, that ism will always be in the form of jar, mean having a kasra. Fil ardi, look, the ard last letter dot has a kasra. This is called harf jar. There is second type of the pair. Baytun kabirun, baytun kabirun. This is called sifa. This is called murakkabe tawsifi. First was murakkabe jar. The third one is called ismu ishara. Zalikal baytu, zalikal baytu. It is ismu ishara pair. The fourth type of pair is relations. Baytullahi, Baytullahi, the house of Allah. It have a, so there are four types of pair. One is called pair of jar, other is called pair of sif, the third is called pair of ishara, fourth is called pair of relation. Let's to go in detail. Bi, min, an, bi, fi, li, ala, ila, they all are harf jara we have studied in QC1. Let's to take and join them with the ism. Al-ardu, al-ardu. The moment I say fil ardi, from al-ardu it comes al-ardi. It becomes jar. It take the kasra, fil ardi. Look, B is a harf jar. The moment we put an ism Allah, it become billahi. It was Allah with raf. The moment became, it took it to jar, kasra, billahi. Look another example. Fi is a harf jar. After it, if I place a noun ard, al-ard, the moment fi come, it take it fil ardi, fil ardi. Let's have an example. Li. If I put here al-muslimina, it will be lil muslimina. There is no kasra in this letter at the end. Still it is in kasra form. Jar, majrur. Why? Because in the QC1 you said when we are making Jamma Salim, from Muslim we say Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. We said Dhamma is Muslimun and the Nasr is Muslimina and the Jar is Muslimina. This is the second form. Muslimina means the jar form. So lil muslimina, lil confirm that it is majroor, though there is no sign of jar. Let's have an example. There is a word min. I put a word al-mu'minin. It was al-mu'minuna. The moment fi come, it took it into jar. Fil mu'minin. You know, mu'minun, mu'minin, mu'minin. The third form is also mu'minin. So here it is mu'minin. Minal mu'minin. Min is showing that it is the third form. Mean it is the majroor. It is the jar or the kasra. Let's to have, we say muslimun. It's original form. It's object. It's the subject, doer. If I take it in fatah, it becomes Musliman. Musliman is a object. If I take it kasra, what it become? Look, it will become Muslimin. It have a relation. It is the jar. It is the jar form. It is a jar form. So the word Muslim have three forms: Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimun is the original form. It is subject, doer, fa'il. And the Musliman is the change form. It is object. It is maf'ul, on whom the effect is having. And the third is jar, Muslimin. It is a relation. So any ism, it is either in raf, nasb, or jar. So it have three forms. Either it is a file, mean doer, it is a maf'ul, having the effect, or it is a affected adjective, having the effect of that. Lest we attach the li. Li is a harf jar. I have got a word Muslim. The moment I attach li, it becomes Muslim. Li Muslimin, it becomes in jar. Let's have another example. Mu'minin. Attach the li. What will be the new word? Lil mu'minin. Let's have salih. Attach the li. What will be the new word? Lis salihin. Have a nas. Attach li. What is the new word? Lid nasirin. Mean the li took them all in the jar form. Let's have another example. Al-Muslim is original, mean the doer. It is the subject. And if I say Al-Muslima, it is the nas. And if I say Al-Muslimi, it is the jar. So Al-Muslimu, fa'il, Al-Muslima, maf'ul, Al-Muslimi, the relation, related word. Let's to have the example. Attach li with Al-Muslim. What will be the new word? Lil Muslim. The alif is dropped off alif lam because it's a temporary alif. So lam joined with lam become lil Muslim. So al-mu'minu. If I attach li, what will be the new word? Lil mu'minin. As-salih. Attach the li. As-salih. Lil salih. An-nasir. Attach li. Lil nasir. So we studied the harf jar bi, min, an, bi, fi, ala, ila. Let's to have the plural. Al-Muslimu is a wahid. Al-Muslima is a mansub. Al-Muslimi, it is majroor. Let's to take the example. Al-Muslimu is a singular. Plural will be Al-Muslimuna. Al-Muslima. Al-Muslima is a single. What will be the plural? Al-Muslimina. What about jar? Al-Muslimi. What will be the plural? Al-Muslimina. Let's to join with them the word li. If I join li with al-Muslimuna, what will be the new word? Al-Muslimina. Because the jar is not Muslimuna. Nasr is Muslimina, jar is also Muslim. So here we will have lil Muslimina. What's about al-Mu'minuna? It will be lil Mu'minina. As-Salihuna will be lil Salihina. An-Nasiruna will be lil Nasiri. Here we will have the 5 minutes break for the Maghrib prayer. Inshallah, we will see after 5 minutes. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We were attaching the harf jara with the noun. Say al-Muslimuna. When we attach li, it becomes lil Muslimin. With al-Mu'minuna, it will become lil Mu'minina. As-Salihuna, it becomes lis Salihina. An-Nasiruna become lin Nasirin. Let's to attach min. When we attach min with the al-Muslimuna, the new word will be minal Muslimina. With al-Mu'minuna, attach min, the new word be minal Mu'minina. As-Salihuna, attach word min, minat Salihina. An-Nasiruna, minat Nasirina. Let's have the Quranic example. Hudal lil muttaqina. Look lil muttaqina, actually it is li and al muttaqina. Al muttaquna, it was al muttaquna. When the li came, it became lil muttaqina. The same, وَمَا بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. This was mu'minuna. The moment B came, it became بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. وَكَانَ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ. Look, min. It was al-kafiruna. The moment min came, it became min al-kafirina. Wallahu zul fadl alal mu'minina. It was al-mu'minuna. Allah came, harf jar, it make lil mu'minina. Fa inna Allah ghaniyun alal alamina. It was alamuna. The harf jar an came, it become anil alamina. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَنُدْخِلَنَّهُمْ فِي الصَّالِحِينَ. It was as-salihuna. The word harf jar particle li fi came. It became fil salihina. So let's to have a look on the book. The first question you can find in the book. Answer is there. And the dua and plan you find. What did the Jews and Christians do when it comes to relationship among them? Actually, they were united against the Muslims, but among them, they were fighting each other. Let's to translate. لَيْسَتْ النَّصَارَى عَلَى شَيْءٍ. The Christians are not an anything. وَهُمْ يَتْلُونَ الْكِتَابَ. Although they recite the book. فَاللَّهُ يَحْكُمُ بَيْنَهُمْ. Allah will judge between them. Shayun is a singular, plural is ashya. Kitab is a singular, kutub is a plural. Qawl is a singular, aqwal is a plural. The 6 keys of alima. Alima, ya'lamu, ilam, alim, alum, ilam. Hakama, the 6 keys. Hakama, yahkamu, uhkam, hakim, mahkum, hukam. Qala. Qala yaqulu, qul. Qail, maqaul, qaul. Tala. Tala, yatlu, utlu, talin, matlun, tilawa. Ikhtalafa. Ikhtalafa, yakhtalifu, ikhtalif, mukhtalif, mukhtalif, ikhtilaf. So let's. Al-Muslimuna. If I attach li, what will be the new word? Lil Muslimin. Al-Mu'minuna. Attach min. Harf jar. What will be the new word? Minal mu'minina. As-salihuna. Attach ila harf jar. What will be the new word? Ila salihina. An-nasiruna. Attach min. What will be the new word? Min an-nasirina. Al-Muslimuna. Attach ala. What will be the new word? Al-Muslimina. Al-Mu'minuna. Attach fi. What will be the new word? Fil mu'minina. As-salihuna. Attach li. The new word will be lis-salihina. An-nasiruna. Attach bi. What will be the new word? Bin-nasirin. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. Find the noun or the ism coming after harf jara. What is the harf jara here? B. So mu'minin is the word. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ. Find the ism jar falling after the harf jara. Here anil alamin. Alamin is the ism. Hudal lil muttaqin. What is the ism coming after the harf jara? Lil muttaqin. Li is a harf jara, muttaqin is the ism. The next is Wallahu zul fadl alal mu'minin. Find out the ism after harf jara. Here harf jara is Allah, so al mu'minina is the ism followed by harf jar. So here are the preposition which we have learned so far. Li, min, an, bi, fi, ala, ila. And you know the sentences are 2 types. One is called nominal sentence. Nominal sentence means jumla ismiya, which start with the ism. The other is called verbal sentence. Verbal sentence which start with the verb, mean the fail. That is called jumla fail. There are 4 pair of other words. 4 pairs. What are they? Let's to see. Today we studied the first pair. That was murakkab jari. Mean harf jara followed by a noun. The example is fil kitabi. Lufi is a harf jara and al kitabi is the ism followed by it. So it is called murakkab jari, or it is called the first pair jarun wa majrurun. Jarun wa majrurun. The second pair is called murakkab tawsifi. Murakkab tawsifi is composed of 2 nouns. One is, just in example, kitabun karimun. Kitabun is a noun, ism. Karimun is a ism. What is the identification of murakkab? In murakkab tawsifi, the both noun or the ism, they will have the same 4 points. If the first ism is rough, the second will be rough. If the first is mansub, the other will be mansub. If the third is first is majrur, the second will be majrur. This is the one. Second, if first one is masculine, the second will be masculine. If first is the feminine, the second will be feminine. Third, if the first is singular, the second will be singular. If the first is dual, the second will be dual. If the first is plural, the second will be plural. The third aspect, if the first one is nakra, mean the common, the second will be nakra, mean the common. If the first one is marfa, mean the proper, the second will be marfa, mean the proper. Mean both the nouns or the ism will be having the same 4 conditions. Here look, kitabun, it's rough. Karimun is also. Kitabun is singular. Karimun is singular. Kitabun is masculine. Karimun is masculine. Kitabun is nakra, mean common name. Karimun is nakra that. So it means they have all the 4 aspects similar. That is called murakkab. In murakkab tawsifi, the first ism is called mawsuf, and the second is called sif. Mean this have a mawsuf and sif. Al murakkab tawsifi. Kitabun is a mawsuf and karimun is its sif, in its adjective. That is sif. There is third pair. The third pair is called murakkab izafi. It has 2 ism and they have a relation. Such a 2 noun which have a relation is called murakkab izafi. In murakkab izafi, remember the first noun is called mudaf and the second is called mudaf ilayh. The mudaf ilayh never have alif lam on it, never have a tanween, mean damatan, fatatan, kasra. Such a noun or a ism which never have alif lam, never have a damatan, fatatan, kasra, mean tanween, is called mudaf. Look, kitabun, there is no alif lam. There is no damatan, single dhamma. So it is mudaf. And always mudaf is followed with the ism with majroor. It will have a kasra. Look, kitabullahi. Kitab is a rough. Allah is majroor. Kitabullahi. So the murakkab izafi is identified with this. The first noun or the ism is without alif lam, without tanween. Followed by the second ism is always with kasra, always with majroor. And it have a relation. Kitabullah, the Allah's book. Baitullah, the Allah's house. Baitul Zaidi, the Zaid house. Waladul Zaidi, the son of Walad, the son of Zaid. So that is called murakkab izaf. And the first ism is always not mudaf, and the second is called mudaf alayh. Mudaf never have alif lam, never have tanween. And the mudaf ilayh always have a kasra, just like kitabul lahi. Look, kitab is nakra because no alif lam. Allah is majur, is a kasr. So it's a mudaf ilayh murakkab. The fourth type of pair is called murakkab ishari. Murakkab ishari has also two nouns. The first noun is ismu ishara, just like haza, hazane, haulai, hazihi, hatane, haulai, zalika, zainika, ulaika, tilka, tainika, ulaika. They are ismu ishara. If any ismu ishara followed by some ism which is marfa, mean with alif lam or marfa, mean proper noun, then we will call ism. If it's followed with a nakra, ismu ishara followed by a nakra, then it is not ismu ishara. Suppose it is hazal kitabu. Haza is a ismu ishara, al kitabu is marfa, so it's ismu ishara. If I say haza kitabun, kitabun is not marfa because it's a tanween. So we will not say it's ismu ishara. Ismu ishara will be when al kitab. So the first part of ismu ishara is called mushar, and the second called mushar. So there are four types of pairs. One is called murakkab jari. It is very easy to identify because the harf jara followed by a ism which is majroor, which is with kasra, which is in with jar. The first part is called jar. The harf jar is called jar, and the followed ism is called majroor because it has a kasra. The second pair called murakkab tawsifi. Murakkab tawsifi is two nouns which follow all the four aspects same. Just like if it's rough, the second should be rough. The first is nas, the second should be nas. First is jar, the second should be jar. If first one is singular, the second should be singular. If first one is dual, the second should be dual. If first one is plural, the second should be. If first one is nakra, mean common, the second should be nakra. If first one is proper, marfa, the second should be marfa proper. If first one is masculine, the second should be masculine. If the first one is feminine, the second should be. This is called four aspects of ism. So look, kitabun karimun. Kitab is rough. Karimun rough. Same. Kitabun singular. Karimun singular. The same. Kitabun wahid. Singular. Sorry. Kitabun nakra. Mean common. No alif lam. Karimun again nakra. Common. No alif lam. Kitabun masculine. Karimun masculine. So all the four respective to ism known are similar. That is called murakkab. And they are called mawsuf and sif. Then murakkab izafi is such two nouns when one is a mudaf. What is the definition of mudaf? Any noun or ism without alif lam and tanween is called mudaf, and followed by ism will be called mudaf ilayh if it has a jar. If it does not have jar, then it is not mudaf. Look, kitabu lahi. Kitabu, no alif lam, no tanween, single dam. And Allahi majroor, having a kasr. So that is called mudaf ilayh murakkab. And the fourth pair is called murakkab ishari, when there is ismu ishara, pointing word. The pointing word are haza, hazane, haulai. Hazihi, hatane, haulai. Zalika, zainika, ulaika. Tilka, tainika, ulaika. They are all are called ismu ishara. If ismu ishara come and followed by with a proper noun meaning marfa, then it is called murakkab ishara. Just like hazal kitabu. This is this book. And the first one called mushar and second called mushar. Let's to go for the today's questions. Wahum yatluna al-kitaba mean, although they recite the book. The next, la ya'lamuna translation is they do not know. What claim of Jews and Christians Allah quoted against Muslims? Only Jews or Christians will enter Jannah. Jews have the book in which Isa alayhi salam arrival is mentioned, and yet they did not believe in Isa alayhi salam, yet they did not believe in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Instead of checking who is wrong or who started calling names, we should propagate the right concept of Iman first to others. فَاللَّهُ يَحْكَمُ بَيْنَهُمْ. So Allah will judge between them. كَانُوا فِيهِ يَخْتَلِفُونَ mean they were in it difference. فعل amr of طلع is utulu. Isme maful of hakama is mahkum. Plural of shay is ashya. What is the jar state? Jar state is after preposition will be jar. Specified preposition. It is fi, bi, and an. Plural effective state of al-muslimu is al-muslimina. Example of salihuna with li is lis-salihina. Example of preposition with non-plural is bil mu'minina. Choose correct example of min. Minas salihina and minal muslimina. Example of min, a specific noun with al. Minal nasirina, minan nasirina. Hudallil muttaqina, the translation is guidance for those conscious of Allah. Halil mu'minin al jannah, nam, lil mu'minin al jannah. Translate, lanudkhilannahum fis salihin. We will surely admit them among the righteous into paradise. 7th homework, you know. Let's pray for the. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Your questions are welcome. You had asked a question in the chat. I saw you asked what is when the Madi and Mudari have a kasra. I told you the bab is hasiba. There are 6 bab in grammar. When there is fatah in Mazi and fatah in Mudari, bab is fatah. When there is dhamma in Mazi, dhamma in Mudari, bab is karuma. When there is kasra in Mazi and kasra in Mudari, bab is hasiba. When there is fatah in Mazi and dhamma in Mudari, bab is nasara. When there is fatah in Mazi and kasra in Mudari, the bab is daraba. When there is kasra in Mazi and fatah in Mudari, bab is sam. So these are the 6 bab, how we identify them. If both are fatah, bab fatah. Both kasra, bab hasiba. Both dhamma, bab karuma. If one fatah and other dhamma, bab nasara. If one dhamma, one fatah, other kasra, bab daraba. If one kasra, other fatah, bab sam. Yes, if you have any other questions, you can ask. Your questions are most welcome.